And so, number 7 lesson, to be successful and rich, we are to prosper in life. But for us to prosper and have resources of life to meet our need, we must plan. We must plow, that means work. And we must play by the rule of hard work, smart work, and working with others in partnership. Therefore, we must be learning, we must be ready to learn. That means we must yearn to learn. And then we learn to earn. That means we desire more knowledge, and with the knowledge, we increase our capacity to earn. We must therefore start early in life to invest. We must save wisely. We must spend wisely. The principle of spend some, save some, and spread some. That means you spend, when you made your income, part of it we are to spend for our well-being, for our upkeep. But then you must, out of it, must save some. Somebody said the principle, at least 10% to 20% of your income should be saved. So you spend some, and then you save some for the future, for future need, and then you spread some. That spread is to give out. Some people never make plan for general giving. And so, as you spend on yourself, as you save some for the future, you must also spread some. Give, make allowance for generous giving. You must make allowance to give to others. In Proverbs 22, verse 29, seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before king. He shall not stand before men. The place of diligence cannot be overruled. We must keep working hard. You might have made effort that seems to have failed. Try again. Somebody said, when I fail, I try again. Because every failure is a lesson on how not to do it, but how to do it better. In Proverbs chapter 11, in verse 24, he said, there is that scattereth and yet increaseth, and there is that withholdeth more than is meet, and tendeth to poverty. We must not be stingy. He said in verse 25, the liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. You see, the principle is this: locate those who are below you, those below you who need your help. Try to figure out the way to help them. And then those above you should also see how to locate those below. While we look at those below us to help, the people above will also see us beneath to help us. And by so doing, the system of lifting one another continue in the body of Christ and in the world at large. My prayer is this: the arrogance of the poor and the arrogance of the rich, the ignorance of the poor and the ignorance of the rich, all of these errors that maybe some of us